Alright, I'm here with another CB fight, AT Namielle. This one's pretty casual still. I use mantles and of course flinch shots because when you're against an AT monster, you're going to do everything you can to kill it. So this is more just to share my thoughts on how to fight it as a CB, what I think, and also just to look at my mistakes. Others can look at my mistakes so they can see what they shouldn't do as well. So I'm going to start the video and I'll explain my thought process on things when I see them. Alright, so the first thing here, of course, is I want to buff up since I crash landed and got high ranked like in the old games. I was like, okay, well, I need to buff up before I fight the monster, so I just grab everything. Over here, I was thinking about the red pits, and I was like, maybe I'll need those later. So I just grabbed the bright moss. I put the Rocksteady mantle on, so right there, I shoot the slinger pod on the ground. I didn't need to because I have the Rocksteady mantle, but for those who don't know, if you shoot it on the ground, it has to do a look animation, and I'm pretty sure that it has to like complete the look animation before it can roar you off. In that case, if I did not have a Rocksteady mantle, I would have been roared off and it wouldn't have worked. So when you do that, get closer to the monster. At least where this thing, it's like the you can see on your map like around here if like the monster can see you. So like I would get close, and when I see this like map start lighting up, I would shoot it then. But yeah. Oh, I've been roared off right here. But since it was Rocksteady, I didn't need to. I couldn't get roared off because I had the Rocksteady. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge my files. I'm going to charge my files and get this to red because that's what charge blades have to do. So get that red, get at least 6 files loaded, get it to red, so then I can start SAEDing. So that's the goal for this like first like 20 seconds of the fight. I can't. Alright, that was really dumb of me. I missed reloading it a bit. Alright, so now I have all my stuff. So what I want to do in the fight is most of the time I want to hang like around this part of the body, or I like to, the side of the body. I don't want to be in front of it because that's where I get water blight. I don't think I have blight resistance on this armor, and I really don't want to be hit by water blight because when I have to do the Superman dive later, it sort of sucks. So, and I definitely die to one of those because I put my weapon away. It shocks me and I don't have enough time to dive, and it's really frustrating. But you can actually shield it. I actually shielded it once and I didn't die. So I just want to stay in this area to try and avoid water blight, so that's my goal for this. Or if I'm going to be in front of it, I hope I can SAED. And also, one thing I forgot to mention, while it's in this like water mode, I think people call it water mode, it takes insane elemental damage. So I just want to like man up and just start SAEDing this thing. I'll recover my health. I'll get my Safi bonus up here. So that's the goal for that. I don't know why I lagged there. Usually when I lag, I die. And then Evasion 3 comes to play too, so that's pretty nice. So the nice thing about full Safi is you get Evasion 3 natively on it, and that actually is pretty nice for the water beam, so I really appreciate that. Oh, and then one thing I definitely messed up on is I have Protective Polish on this set. I don't use this set. This is the first time I use this set versus AT Namielle, and this is my first fight of the day, so I wasn't really trying hard. I was just trying to make this video. So I should have used my Protective Polish to keep my sharpness. And later in the video, you're going to see me just lose sharpness. I think I die and get tilted, so. So I get hit a lot there. Okay, so Rocksteady Mantle is so sick, but at the same time it's so dangerous because you don't take knockback. I take so much damage there. But I have like a million max potions, so it's okay. But Rocksteady Mantle really is like a death wish sometimes. So I would say if you use it, don't just try and tank all the attacks like a lot of people do and me. Just watch out for those. So that's what I suggest. So that's just one thing you have to be wary of when you wear the Rocksteady mantle. So as I get hit there, I'm about to get hit again, but since I have the Safi 5-piece, it's a pretty sick set to recover health if you have the health recovery thing on. Right here, I don't have any slinger ammo. Well, it wouldn't have worked anyway because it's red, so I was like, whatever, I'm just going to hit its arm. Because I'm not going to be able to hit its face too much. And since I'm SAEDing, it sort of doesn't matter for me. In this phase of the fight, when it's like colored, I just want to throw as many SAEDs as I can. And since it's enraged, I think it takes less damage when enraged, so like, I guess I shouldn't always prioritize throwing SAEDs, but I just tried to get as much damage as I can. So I'm gonna rewind a little bit. So its electricity attacks have a much wider range. Because it does bigger puddles, and the electricity goes a little longer, so it always throws you off a little bit. So it's a little rough. I should have Superman dived here. I have the water blight. I guess I didn't think it'd go this far, but it's whatever. It's a little frustrating. This fight's honestly one of the worst fights. I hate this fight so much. So I'm just trying to get near where its arm is. And I throw the Thunderproof on because I know I'm going to start getting hit by thunder. Might as well take less damage. That's just dumb. I was really surprised it did this early. So now, since it's not in like fire mode, I think it takes less damage. Yeah, so it was 72 a file versus like 110 earlier. So this is when it takes more physical damage. But an SAED is an SAED, so I take those still. The knockdown's pretty nice, so I like it. So now it's in water mode again, so I'm like, okay. Might as well just throw some SAEDs again. It's really nice. Nice. I don't know how I got the wing there. It's whatever. This fight's terrible. So I see my shield's running out, so I'm like, okay, I gotta recharge the shield. And it roars. I'm pretty sure it's about to leave, so oh yeah, for this one, in this weapon, I let it leave. So I try and get my red loaded up, and I'm like, alright, let's just go to the next area. With my bow fight, I keep it here so I could do more damage, but it's whatever. I wanted to grab more bright moss so I could shoot it into the wall, and I'm like, you know what, I'll just get the red pit up here, but it runs to me, which sort of sucks. So here I remember protective polish, and then I wanted to get the bright moss, but I couldn't get it. I really should have first, but I didn't. So I go under it there and prepare for the lightning attack because the puddles, it just takes too much space. So I see it's a big attack there, and since that's a turn to me, I can SAED, but oh my god, this fight is so frustrating, so I get hit there. And it's going to do a follow-up attack on me. And this fight. So as you see, I go back to the arm, get some healing, things like that. I hate that chip attack too. But staying next to its arm, it's actually really nice because I can keep away from all the damage. And when you try to clutch claw, last second it always hits you. It's so frustrating. That's why I don't go for clutch claws. I'd rather not take damage then try and fail a clutch claw like 3 times. It's really frustrating. And people should understand that. You have to like find the perfect timings, and it's a little annoying. And luckily I found it there. I almost got hit. I messed up the SAED there because it's because of the goddamn game. It's because of you slide on hills. It's so annoying. I got sucked there, and I'm so lucky I didn't get hit because it roared me. So yeah. Same name of the game earlier. I'm like, okay, I need to go to its right arm and just chill there. I want to get the Thunderproof Mantle off because I knew at some point I was going to get hit by the attack. And then I do get hit by the attack. So my goal is stay out of the puddles and try and attack. And that hard trolled me right there. So stay by the arms. That's the safest place for me. And then if I go by the puddles, I can just shield because I have enough guard. And I got lucky there. So I really like having the cat because the cat can take take some of the aggro so I can SAED. I really shouldn't go for an SAED here. Okay, I'm happy. I thought I would. So at that point I was like, oh, it's gonna turn to me, and it did, but it went away. So right here I see my shield going down. I actually had enough shield. I think for this fight I wasn't running the mod to tell you how long your buffs are. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put it up. Oof, I guess I ran out real quick. So I should put it up here. It's not too much time. Especially here. Okay, what? Oh, what was I doing there? Yeah, this is where I die. God! Oh, okay, I shielded that. I'm really surprised I didn't SAED earlier. I'm actually surprised that didn't work. Alright, here I'm just like, get the SAED up. Or get the red shield up. So yeah, right arm, that's the play. I don't know how I got hit there. I run out of max potions, which is super... Oh, not yet, I guess. It's pretty annoying when you're running out of max potions or mega potions. So right here, I see my sharpness at blue, and I'm like, ugh. What am I gonna do? And then I'm like, wait, I'm a charge blade. I'm just gonna SAED. So for the rest of this, I'm like, alright, it's just SAED time. I don't know if it always... I don't know if it always does that when you knock it down. I think I actually take this off because I was trying to use a mega potion, which is a little annoying. So it's wet. I want to throw out SAEDs. I can't believe I got hit there. Right here, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna recover, yeah, because health augment's sick, and I somehow miss. So just get my red up and then SAED, that's the name of the game, when it's wet, and I have my Rocksteady mantle on. I think, like, honestly, Charge Blade was pretty much made for this fight. I'm honestly surprised I didn't guard point, but whatever. Maybe I did. Oh, this is so frustrating. You just SAED, you miss it, and then it attacks you. And, okay, there it goes. There I go. Losing my mantle. Pretty annoying. So I'm like, okay, gotta recharge. I should have been hit by the attack. I'm pretty glad I wasn't. I'm pretty surprised it hasn't left the area by now, but I didn't have my damage mod, so I couldn't calculate, like, oh, how hard do I have to go? And right here, I'm just losing sharpness, so my SAEDs are starting to, like... I don't know if sharpness affects SAED, I know it's a modifier, but I don't know if it affects your artillery modifier. I think at this point I'm like, ugh, I'm losing my sharpness. And I'm like, where's my max potion? Oh, okay, I thought I died there. It's just so annoying how long it stays. Okay, that's where I die. It's just annoying how much it stays on top of you. And I was so close to eating that. So it's pretty frustrating. Alright, so let's fast forward. I lose like... Let's see how much time I lose. So I go from 10:45. Here, 10:35. Can I just like erase this? Hold on. 10:35. Let's fast forward. 10:35. And then I ran out of max potions. I was so tilted. So 11:49. I wasted a whole minute getting tilted because I lost my max potions, and I died because I couldn't eat one. I ate my last max potion there. It was so frustrating. I didn't want to go into camp because it would reset my mantle, and that's honestly frustrating. And that right there is frustrating. I had a guard point up, but its hitbox went behind me, so I couldn't. Oh, and then for the mounting, I pretty much know if I do a axe attack and then a sword attack, I should mount it. So I just use it there because I'm like, oh, I got hit. And I'm like, I'm gonna die if I don't do something. So it was a pretty, it was a good move. I think I SAED here because I'm like, you know what? My shield's gonna run out in like 30 seconds. Might as well get one and then try and get my shield later. And thankfully, Safajiva and SAED give me some health. So that works, and that happened, so that was pretty good. Now I'm like, okay, I need to get my potions. And the thing is, at this point, I think it's sleeping at the bottom, and I'm like, really? I died when it was this close to dying, and that pretty much makes me a little mad. So I gather my stuff. I think at this point I'm like, oh, I should use my temporal mantle because the fight's ending soon. So I throw that on, and that's like wastes like another 30 seconds. But it's whatever. So at this point, I think it's like 7,000 health? I know it's 36,000. Hold up. It's like, yeah, 6,000 to 7,000 health. And I'm like, okay, I need to kill this thing. It's recovering like 3 or 4 health a second. I'm like, what am I going to do? So I'm like, do that, get my shield red, and I'm just going to hit it with the sword attack, because I don't know if the other attack is stronger. I don't have whatever. I don't have my file, so I'm just like, alright, I'm just gonna do this. I should have put bombs down, but I really didn't want to waste my whatever. And I thought I was on the left side of the head. Now I kept trying to hit it. I'm like, great. I can't believe that happened. That would have been like 1,000 free damage, so that's really frustrating. And I can't believe I didn't put the bombs down, but it's whatever. So here I'm like, alright, it's SAED time again. And I can't believe I missed most of them. And it's really tilting when it just like shreds through my mantle. Maybe I should put like blight resist on this. Oh, that is so frustrating. Yep, there goes my mantle. That was on accident. I think I was trying to SAED, but I went out of it. I was like, nah, I can't do this. So I see my rock steady up. I'm like, okay, it's time to throw that on before I die. And then, yeah. I'm surprised I didn't get hit by that attack, and I'm surprised I didn't do my, whatever. So right here, I was sort of panicking. I'm like, what if I die? That's what I keep thinking. And then I'm like, what if I die? I'm like, okay, it's SAED time, and I almost actually die. It's actually crazy how much dumb damage this thing can do. I guess Grim is messaging me, but I forgot I did a display thing. I guess I'll have to think about that later. I think I did the display so I could show the damage in the next video. But yeah, at the end, it's just time to kill it. So it's pretty basic after that. Just like do your damage, do your attacks, things like that. So honestly, when I put on pretty much put on the Rocksteady mantle, do some damage. When the Rocksteady mantle's off, play safe. And there's nothing much to talk about. So Rocksteady mantle on. I don't know why I tried to remove it. Oh, I removed it there so I can do the Superman dive, but yeah, I panicked because I wanted to do a max potion, and I keep pressing that. So with the Rocksteady mantle off, I'm like, alright, fuck. I just have to play it clean. And then I'm just like, alright, it's SAED time. If I knew how much health it was at, I could have probably I would have played better with the Rocksteady, but it's whatever. But that's pretty much AT Namielle. Unfortunately, there's not much to draw. It's just stay next to a part of a body with the Rocksteady on, blast some SAEDs. With your Rocksteady off, try and play safer, and throw some more SAEDs. And what was it, 16 minutes? Let me just fast forward to the end, because it doesn't matter at this point. Whoops, I'm drawing on accident. Clear all drawings. Alright. So that's pretty much the AT Namielle fight. Nothing exciting, but very frustrating. So that's how I thought of AT Namielle. It was a terrible run. I raced it like 3 minutes, so it's whatever. At least it's a win. You get your tickets, and you're done with the fight. So hopefully this helps someone. Hopefully my next... Oh, I also have a bow video where I died twice, but hopefully it gives some insight on a bow run. So hopefully you enjoy this video. I'll make another video later. Goodbye.